it's quick take time, guys. We're going to talk about some of this last breaking news while you vote it up. And we'll come back to your vote. Guys, you got to vote. Vote for the people, vote for yourself, and vote for Hot Take Master. I'm going to go to the panel right now. We're going to find out who and what is going on in a lot of people's minds when it comes to a lot of these breaking news topics. Go to the panel right now. All right. Diddy's flexing his muscles. He's having a great time. He's all up in that business. Angela, we hear about a lot of this, right? The Diddy thing. Like the Diddy thing's crazy, and the Kevin Spacey thing is crazy too, I think. We have these legal things that happen every once in a while, but it's also about like actors' perception or people's perception of actors sometimes. Kevin Spacey had the whole thing with, again, all the assault allegations. He got off from that, right? Diddy's got a lot of those too. A lot of those. Is this just like a case of what happens in Hollywood, or are these things that actually shed light on something that's going to change the business?
I mean, I think it just sheds light on what's happening, in Hollywood. It's not. I mean, this is nothing new in terms of knowing Kevin Spacey's been a very handsy individual, and done some really effed up stuff to people. Obviously, he's been under. I mean, he got relativity, the whole thing with all that, and I mean, I don't know. And then Diddy, obviously, that whole situation's a freaking disgusting nightmare.
Oh my God.
And you just marry the two of them together and there's so many other people that aren't being called out, like high power executives that are doing disgusting and nasty shit and don't get called out for it because they can't, because everyone's got an NDA signed or some other bullshit document that makes it where they supposedly can't talk, but they can without names. But I mean, this stuff is just I don't know. It's just, sadly, it's Hollywood. It's very much and it's not just Hollywood. It happens in other, businesses
everywhere.
As well. But I would say where there's a very a predator prey dynamic, it's very much alive and well within the Hollywood scheme. Because why? There's always people wanting to come up in the business, right? And they know that if they do that one thing, maybe with that one person, or other people we know that are actors that like to sleep around and do all this stuff with different directors and whatever. I mean, I hate saying this, but you're also feeding in to the frenzy of the toxicity, right? Of all that stuff that goes on. You're feeding that monster that wants to the Weinstein shit and all that stuff. I'm sorry, but if you're one of those actors who's well, if I just go meet him in that hotel room, I mean, come on.
It's fine. I'll get this role.
People do that? I'm shocked.
Something probably isn't. I mean, you have to know something isn't normal. A normal person, I would have major things would be firing off. This doesn't seem right to meet an executive in a freaking hotel room. I'd be hell no, I'm not meeting you there. I'll meet you at your freaking office. Your person will be outside, your personal assistant or whoever, or in the office with us. And we'll be doing the whole, scene or monologue or dialogue or whatever we're going to do here, audition in front of you. We don't need to be alone. There's no reason for that. So if somebody really takes you seriously, and I mean, I don't know if it's happened to you, but
no, I've had director grab my ass before and tell me he wanted to do a handsome off in his dressing room one time. That happened to me.
That's fucked up. That's not even. Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's not right. You
shouldn't have someone doing that to you. I mean, what? Because. And then what? You're going to get more jobs because that guy grabs your. I mean, it's just.
I said, you know what? I'm good. That's what I said, and I just was I'm going to run this scene and do my thing, and I moved on. Yeah. And that's what you have to do. But some people dive into that world, and I think that some of these people that have had power for a long time, they just feel that makes them indestructible and it makes them untouchable. And you see Diddy, and I think Diddy feels untouchable. He's using the race card because that can happen. And that has happened before. I'm not going to lie. It has happened before a lot of times. But I feel the track record and the evidence, what happened with Diddy, there's a lot more going on that's beyond all of that. It's abuse of power.
That's what I was saying. When you play the race card and it's there are specific instances where it is factual that people play the race card. I mean, we there's many different scenarios that people can pull out and say, hey, somebody used that as a tactic. It's a tactic. It is a known strategy in law, in PR, and everything that he's kind of like, I kind of look at him as like sort of his playbook. I mean, at this point has really been like, when in doubt, like you call a foul, you deflect, you do everything you can to basically just, deflect and demean or deflect and, place blame. And that's a criminal defense strategy. It's most people know it that
he's tried everything else.
Yeah, he's tried everything else. So, if you're somebody who's trying, look, if anyone's in his position, they're going to try. You're going to try to do whatever you can. What can you do to make this and put this in somewhat of your favor, cause doubt? That's all he needs to do. If he's going to court, is you just have to create doubt in one of those people's minds that maybe
that's all it takes is one.
That's going to be a jury. That's what it taint the jury pool.
And
that's
honestly,
what it comes down to.
He may get that because of, even though when they're sequestered, it doesn't really mean, people have lied being sequestered and not, if they've known about a situation and claim they don't.
Oh, yeah. People don't care sometimes.
It happens all the time when people, they don't. The sequestering process, I will say, I don't think it's not very, like we've seen it in cases in our history, are not very well done, in all honesty. So the
jurors lie like rugs. Hell, the news is on every night. They're going to hear this shit, whether we like it or not.
And Paul, we had the casting couch. We had some in the contract years ago.
If you're not listening to this stuff, I'm sorry, but even there, they probably have like a radio, like someone probably snuck one in or something. I just don't really see. How you're not getting any of this information unless you just don't have a TV at home. I don't know. To me, it's.
Angela, the real question I have for you though is the SynderVerse coming back?
Why not? Like you think that there's going to be some magical collaboration or something between these
between Zack Snyder and James Gunn? I doubt it.
Well, Gunn's going to fire a blank anyway.
It's like two directors. What is it? Two directors walk into a bar and cue the internet meltdown over DC plot twists.
It's very true.
Maybe.
It's very true.
Maybe they're just friends trying to do exactly what we're doing right now. Let's just create a frenzy so people talk about it on like a show.
Respect, knowledge, just like
knowledge.
I came after you.
Yeah.
You passed the torch to me. Jordan, you gonna fight about that? Because I see you're fired up, man. You gonna fight about that? The SynderVerse coming back in your eyes?
Fuck or die, man. It's over. It's fucking over. Bury it. Give the eulogy. Just fucking let it go.
That's funny. Give the eulogy.
Give the eulogy.
SynderVerse. Yeah, I don't even care about SynderVerse.
Yeah, I believe. Give the fucking eulogy. Let it be done, Jordan. Let it be done.
If anything, maybe down the line they'll invite Zach to direct a DC movie.
That would be cool. I think the fans would go nuts about it, but I don't know if WB would let it happen though. I feel like WB would like, go fuck yourself.
The SynderVerse.
Well, after Superman bombs, he probably will.
Oh, GR is still going after James Gunn in that Superman movie.
Dude, I think there's so much hype for Superman. I don't care if it was terrible. It's still gonna make money. Is the
hype as big for Masters of the Universe though? You think?
No. I love Masters of the Universe. I got Masters of the Universe toys, man. And
have the power.
Yeah, I love Masters of the Universe. I love the concept, but today's generation, it doesn't even know what that fucking is.
That's the big thing. Things change so fast. They change so fast, Jordan.
You have the Netflix show. You have the Netflix show Kevin Smith did a few years ago, but that was geared towards us also. Mm-hmm. Like the 40-year-olds, man. Kids aren't going to go watch this.
Do you think that Sergeant Rock will be good, though? I think that'll be a big blockbuster for WB, yeah.
A blockbuster?
I don't know.
What? I want to know what James Gunn is thinking. He comes out the gate with Superman. Awesome. And then now you're going to do Clayface. You're going to do you did Creature Commandos, which was surprisingly good.
It was fun. It was fun.
And now you're going to Sergeant Rock? Nobody wants to see this shit.
Nobody knows who the fuck Sergeant Rock is.
We want our Wonder Woman.
Told you.
We want our Flash.
Jordan, say it right. We want our Batman.
We want our Batman.
There we go. That's what I want to hear, Jordan.
You should be Batman.
I want to save Helen Mirren and become best friends with John Lovitz. I don't know. That's another thing. Okay, Jordan. Okay, one more thing before I move on, though, too. Is Diddy gonna get off?
Oh, Diddy's getting off. Diddy's getting all kinds of off.
Oh, shit. Diddy's getting off. Oh, shit. Ron, is Diddy getting off? You agree with Jordan? Diddy's getting off? What do you think, man? Oh, we can't hear you, Ron. Uh-oh. I think he's still connecting. I'm coming back to you, Ron. Ron's going to tweak some audio. It might be your settings and your audio stuff. While you're tweaking that, I'm going to go to Thirsty Daddy. Is Diddy getting off, Thirsty Daddy?
Well, Bubba is. I don't know about him, but Bubba is.
Oh, shit.
Getting off in that badonka.
Oh, boy, GR. That was a thirsty take right there from Thirsty Island.
That was a realistic take, you know.
Yeah.
I know, Jordan. I know, GR. But what about? Okay, so let's think about this too. Like, what about the SynderVerse? Do you think that's something that could happen still?
FFC.
What's that? Fat fucking chance.
Fucking chance.
There it is. Fat fucking chance. There it is. Okay. What about Kevin Spacey?
But Brian, it was a cute picture of the two of them.
It was a nice picture of the two of them. They're fun. They're the best
about
friends.
30 years ago.
That was recently. They took a picture. I posted on X.
It was.
What about Kevin Spacey stuff and the Guy Pearce? Is he too far, too gone, too late? Or do you think this was the right time for him to put this out there to the Ethoverse?
Well, he and Guy had their day back in the day. And they looked so cute together. But let's face it, time has passed.
So you don't feel like Jordan feels about Guy Pearce's skin and how he looks, huh?
Well, he may be supple, and that's more than I need to know. But
I saw Jordan look up when I said his name. He looked up very fast. You guys did not see it. Avon's calling, GR. Avon's calling. Okay. All right. Ron, Diddy did it. Yeah, he does. He has that landline, man. When the apocalypse happens, you can find the Thirsty Daddy. 1-800-THIRSTY for your days. Check them out.
Yeah.
There it is. Thirsty Hour.
And I'll be right next to Ron. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what you and Ron have landline connection. I don't know what's going on. Ron, tell us about. I'm just going. Ron, the Diddy thing. That's a lot. Do you think any court will actually take this seriously? Try to throw this out.
Well, I'll tell you what. When Angela said something earlier, and it actually made me think. It takes one, and now pulling this race card thing, which everybody probably knew was going to happen. There's going to be some racial divide now. We're going to go through all of that. We're going to, I was so dead set on the fact that he's going to be in there for life. I am questioning that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Ron. What do you think, Angela? You got something to say to Ron about that?
And really weird. My face looked weird right there. Sorry,
you look very inquisitive.
Like you were Ron.
Very inquisitive. Like you had something to say to him. That's what I saw.
I know. I looked like. That's really.
It was perfect.
No, I think that's accurate. I think it's I mean, it takes one person to just throw off the whole entire thing. So make or decide the fate of this individual. So I think, it's very valid. Like it's very valid to put the race card out there. Somebody's like, yep. Maybe this guy didn't get a fair shake. I mean, if there really is somebody that comes in that's been sequestered and doesn't know who he is, which would be really difficult to not know who. But I mean, there are people. I will say there are people in the world. I mean, maybe they're in the middle of nowhere on a farm. I don't know where they're getting them, but like, not that I'm saying
on what planet.
Well, with the Simpson trial, there were 3 jurors that came in already knowing that they were voting against. Just they didn't care what came up because of Rodney King, and they had talked. Prior.
I know, and that's the thing. It's like, that's why criminal defense attorneys love to know what their jury, and if they have any questions, if they have any issues with it, or they go to the judge, they talk to the judge about it. They can get, if they want, and it all works out, they can get a new jury, new jury selection.
Throw it out. Yeah. Start again.
It's definitely not a fair system. You know what I mean? It's still a very because you could sit and you could make up, you could have a situation where you come up with something and you're like, we need a new jury. We need 3 new jurors. We don't, something's wrong with these 2. We think they're, they do investigations, and the criminal defense will always look into the jurors and all that stuff. And if they find one thing that's just even like a small thing that's not really anything, they'll make it a huge issue, and they'll make them change them out.
But the longer you wait, the longer more things are going to come out, and it's just there's more opportunity to break the seal.
Yeah, it's also a strategy too to keep it drawing out, right? Like keep this drawing out. So as long as it keeps, not that he wants to be in prison, but what?
Yeah,
it only can last so long, and then, as Ron just said.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some cases go really long, went way longer, years past what they should have.
I agree. Totally.
And it's a tactic. I mean, it literally, you can do motion after motion. You can file. I mean, that's the beauty about the law in this country, is that you can continually do these things and push back as long as you have a judge that's like, well, okay, and there's a question, and you put enough question and doubt, then they can push it off. There's been so many court cases that have been pushed for years when these people were thinking they were going to be, going in prosecution, going in for a trial, they don't. And so it's years after the fact, and maybe, it's crazy how long it can outlast.
We'll find out in the next 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 10, maybe whatever. I don't know.
And Paul, no She-Ra casting yet. We haven't heard about She-Ra. One more thing before we move on, Ron.
Yes, sir.
The UFO conspiracy movie, our project coming forward. Are you excited about that? Also, Gersh is actually a consultant on this too. Did you know that? Gersh is actually a consultant who was a big whistleblower for all the UFO stuff, was in front of Congress and all that. He's confirming with Bruckheimer to make this project more legit. Does that make you more tantalized? Does it make you excited? Let me know, Ron.
Is it tantalized or tittilized?
It could be
tantalized.
It's tittilized.
Tittilized. Jordan says.
Oh, look out, Jordan.
No, Jordan
titillating.
Says it's
Are you titillated or are you tantalizing?
Yes. Let us know, Ron.
She got it.
Inquiring minds want to know, Ron.
Yes. I am intrigued by the whole thing, and I definitely would seek that one out. Yes.
I think it's going to be a huge hit over there in Apple when it actually goes to Apple. I think it will, Ron.
I agree with you. Somebody brought something up to me. They believe that all the UFOs are coming from inside the Earth, not from outside.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
I had never heard this before. Never heard it before.
Yeah,
You've never heard that before?
One of the episodes of Ancient Aliens, there's lizard people living in the Earth.
Oh, yeah, it's lizard people. That's what they say. Or if you guys ever watched the Y-Files, I love the Y-Files.
Down in Antarctica.
Yeah. No, there's a cave that goes down. There's also Mount Hayes. That's a whole thing. Mount Hayes, they think that there's aliens. And I can go into this shit for hours, guys. But if you guys want to see a separate cruise control show, we talk about alien shit, let me know. I can talk about this shit for hours. If you guys watch the Y-Files, I love these guys. I'm gonna get the Y-Files on here sometime. We'll have a conversation with that guy. He's great, but he's got a talking fish, and maybe Pepe and him become best friends someday. Who knows? Pepe.
I'm the motherfucking Pepestar.
I know, Pepe. Maybe Pepe would fight him. Maybe I don't know.
I'll kick your ass.
Peppy, don't start a feud now, man. But
Don't bite me in the ankle, Peppy.
I'm ignoring you. Great quick takes, everybody. Great quick takes.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.